This e-bike has features that I haven't seen on any other e-bike for $1,500. Like a 750 watt motor, a 48 volt 20 amp hour battery, adjustable front fork suspension, a large saddle, mountain bike style handlebars, and a half twist throttle. Wait a second. Hold up, aren't those the same stats for every bike that costs $1,500? I think they are. I was hoping for something different, but this is it. I guess I'm just gonna go home now. Okay, that was a little harsh. I just tested probably 60 bikes that look exactly like this. Kind of want something different. But anyways, if you guys are looking for a fat bike, this is actually a pretty good bike. Now this is a new brand. They only have 3 models. This is the Thunder from Lacros, something like that. I'm always curious to see how a new brand is gonna upset the market. If this is gonna be the new Hemingway, Rad Power Bike, or a Benton. I've been riding it for a couple days, and as far as quality, feel, all the important stuff, it's right on par with some of the bigger brands. It's got the same size of tires. Those are 27 by 4 inch all-terrain. It's got a thick frame with an internal 48 volt 20 amp hour battery that can take you up to 80 miles. It's got your standard front fork suspension that you can lock out and adjust. It's got the same cheapy plastic fenders that I see on a lot of $1,500 fat bikes. Now this is rare. This is something I don't typically see in this price range, but it does have rear suspension. So these guys are trying to stand out a little bit by adding some comfort. It's got the same size motor as a lot of other companies do. That's 750 watts. That can produce 80 Newton meters of torque. And then just your basic 50-pound rear rack that is bolted to the frame instead of welded. As far as ride and feel and sounds, it actually sounds pretty good. Not getting a lot of motor noise. Can't hear any rattling or shaking. It actually feels pretty dang good. Now the other day I emailed these guys and I asked them what features they felt made this bike stand apart from the crowd, and they said it was the full suspension. So here I am on an off-road trail. Let's go test it out. Well, if you like pain and suffering, you'll love it. Fat bikes are tricky to take on a single track trail, especially when they're blue rated, which this one is. This is over an 80-pound bike, so any bump, any rock, any rough part of the trail that you hit, even when going slow, it rocks you pretty good. Oh geez. You know, I can't blame these guys for putting on this type of suspension. I think that they were trying to make this bike as affordable as possible. So, you know, for off-road riding, it's doable, go slow. You gotta be choosy on the type of trail that you take this on. I would suggest a 2-track trail that's green rated. Check this out. This is the headlight cord, and the suspension gave so much. When I hit one of the bigger bumps, this cord got caught and smashed. Well, you got some travel, maybe a little bit too much travel. Now, good suspension is not the only thing I look for to go off-roading. You gotta have a torque sensor e-bike, and this is a speed sensor, which means the faster that you pedal, the faster you go. And when you do pedal, it hits right away. For off-roading, you want a more gradual step up in power. Now I'm back in the valley, and I wanna show you how fast this goes. And that's 26 miles an hour. You really gotta pedal fast to hit that speed. I need 2 or 3 more gears because you just look like a fool pedaling that fast. As I head home, I want to talk about some of the components and if they're the same quality that you can find on other bigger brands, like the ones I mentioned before. The grips are pretty standard. They're stitched leather, wing tipped at the end. They actually feel pretty nice. Got a nice control pad, pretty simple and basic, up, down, and mode button. The brake levers are what you'd find on a bike in this price range. And again, those are hydraulic brakes. LCD screen is pretty basic. This is the same screen I've seen on electric bikes. On the right side, there's a Shimano 7-speed SIS index shifter, and that's matched with a turning derailleur. And then you got a half twist throttle. Now with this being a new brand, they offer a 2-year warranty on their bikes. You can keep it for 15 days and return it if you don't like it. On their website, it looks like they have all the standard customer service. It appears to be a company that's sticking around. Okay guys, so what we have here is pretty much your standard bike. Got standard components, an acceleration, hill climbing ability, speed. It rides and feels like most bikes that are $1,500. So if you want to be basic, here you go. That was the stupidest ending I've ever done. No, I can't end like that. What I meant to say was thank you for watching. Now, if you want to compare this bike to the other bikes that I've been talking about, I will have them here and here. So go check those out. As always, thanks for watching and take care.